RealGenericDemon, and this is What's the Tape? Season 27, Volume 12. Yes, the last in, well, for a 2-week break anyway. Well, I sort of recharge and get a few other videos recorded. One weekend off and then one weekend recording. Anyway, we've got the last of the 30 games. This is, oh my goodness, we've really gone through it. Look how big these things are. This is side 4, this is what we're up to. So last of the 30 games, we've got on here things like Micro Mouse, we've got Invasion, we've got Escape, Laser Zone, Strontium Dog, Blood and Guts. So we've got quite a few good ones to go, I think, and definitely a Strontium Dog, and I know Escape. I think Micro Mouse has made an appearance previously. Not sure about Laser Zone, but anyway, these are all to be played. But I have about 4 billion pickups to show you, and I need to show you them before I disappear off. So I'm just going to move that to one side. You just stay there for 1 second while I grab them. So let's start with something kind of weird. So. Well, maybe not kind of weird. Maybe I'm sort of getting kind of weird. So these are sealed blank tapes. I've sort of fallen into the trap of collecting copied or blank tapes, simply because of all the blank tapes that I used during What's on the Tape, or the ones that are not really blank, but you know what I mean. So I got somebody sent me loads of these because they were selling them off cheap, and we got this one as well. I've not got one of these C15s, so you can see it's still got the original tape on it. So I've got some of those C15s as well, but here is the crowning jewel of them all. I never even thought of these people making this before. Can you imagine this one? Wait for it. Are you ready for this? Solvite. Yes, the people who make... it's basically, the people who make glue also made a cassette tape, a C90 cassette tape. I have no idea why, and it's literally a blank one as well. Somebody's actually looks like they may have recorded a little bit on there, but yeah, it's a blank tape. I've never seen that before. I don't know about you, but have you ever seen one of those before? You let me know in the comments, because that is totally new to me. So yeah, something really, really new. So that's one of the little things. I've got so much more to show you. Honestly. I've gone slightly nuts, and I'm walking to the side because I've got so much to show you. Right, okay, I need to show you these ones first before we get into the Spectrum stuff. So we've got, these two have just turned up as well for the Evercade, just been released. I mean, honestly, if you're not into the Evercade, you really should be, because it is a fantastic little console. Not only handheld, but a full sort of console that you can plug into your telly and use. And these are curated collections of games. So in this case, it's got Bubble Bobble on it, Space Invaders, 9 classics, you know, Growl, Pirate Pete, never heard of that one though, Legend of Kane. These are really, I mean, honestly, there's a cartridge. Look, there's a cartridge like we used to have years ago. Cartridges and all kinds of Liquid Kids on here. Operation Wolf. I love Operation Wolf. You can't say no to Operation Wolf. But that's the current Evercade set that's coming out. The next one is the SNK Volume 2 and 3, which I've got interchangeable covers. I didn't know that until somebody showed me recently. So I'm quite impressed by that. So we've got those that have come out. I'm so delighted with those as well. And then, oh my goodness, I've gone a little nuts. I'm so hope you can hear me still. I've gone a little nuts. Hang on, stand out the way. Stand out of the way, world. Right, 1 second. Let's start with the specky stuff. So, I hate to see games just sitting. So this one is Starglider. No instructions, but Starglider 2 actually. No instructions, but I couldn't not pick it up. It was cheap, so I picked it up. So I got Starglider 2. I think I've got Starglider 1 somewhere. Well, no, I know I've got Starglider 1 somewhere, but I just don't know where. I'm trying to open it here, but oh, there we are. Argonaut. It's got the original tapes in it though. Look at the extended soundtrack as well. That's kind of cool. So it's all there. It's all there apart from the instructions, which is a real shame. But anyway, so we've got Starglider. Then we've got, oh, so many to show as we go across. I'm just going to start putting them all out. Here we go. So this is the Microprose, CRL version of F1. I've played it on the channel before. This is the re-release from Alternative. We got Starship Enterprise, which is obviously Star Trek related. It's actually a really good tactical game, that particular one. We've got the Raiders of the Cursed Mine, which is obviously Raiders of the Lost Ark type thing from arcade. I can't remember whether I've played this or not. I feel like I would have done, but as I say, I can't turn down a bargain. So I got those. What else did I get? Oh my goodness, there's so much to show you. There really is. There are so many things to show you. I've got so many games. Years ago I had this, regretted actually getting rid of it, and I don't know why I got rid of it, but I do like a stats game, so there's lots of stats in that. So that's football, International Manager, Soccer 4 from from Codemasters. These guys, basically, these games don't allow you to basically play their games anyway other than they're not allowed to be freely available, if that makes sense, on the internet. So they're quite hard to get. But this is just can you throw another game into with that International Manager? So they did, and that was what they threw in. This one I can't say no to, because this is Harry Price. The guy who basically edited the assets in many games and created other ones. But look at the cover on this one. Big Bad John has the most amazing looking cover. Look at that thing. It's amazing. It's like something out of Back to the Future, isn't it? I love it. Little dead miner at the bottom there. It's fantastic. So that's why I got that one again, because I've actually got it. Another one that was thrown in as a Codemasters with that whole thing, just thrown in along with the whole thing. That was Bigfoot. It's not bad. I played it on the channel. It's okay. It's one of the later games. It's not one of the better ones, but it's not too bad. The cover's nice. We also got First Division Manager, because before we had a Premiership, we had a First Division, so that's where this is for. I've never played this from Codemasters. I've got it, obviously now, but I don't know where it is. Gallup number 1. So it was the Gallup charts years ago, so it actually got to number 1 in the Gallup charts. Amazing. Right, what else do we get? This is another one. I think this is British Super League. I'm assuming it's football, because he's got football there, but British Super League to me says rugby, but it's definitely football, looking at the back of that. Again, I just fancied this because I did have it years ago, and like an idiot got rid of it and then regretted getting rid of it, so I just got it again. And then we also got, oh my god, there's so many things, capital letters, because we all need to know how to do capital letters in a world where we all do lowercase. It's true. So we've got capital letters. That's kind of cool. I don't dislike it as Sinclair, to be honest with you. I've said this before. I do like the Sinclair branding, and back in the day I liked the branding, and I always wanted some of the educational stuff and never really had it. This one, just because it was cheap, I purchased it. You can't go wrong with a bit of Postman Pat 2. It's a fantastic game. It's not quite as good as the first one, but this one's where he drinks a lot of tea. In this one, for some reason, he wanders around drinking a lot of tea. But anyway, it's not quite the Grand Theft Postman that the first one was. Then we've got, see, I told you I wasn't done. I was absolutely all over it the other week. We've also got Sector 90, which is some kind of interesting looking game, he says. It looks interesting. No idea. There's like aliens getting shot at the top there, which is great. We've got Impossible from Hewson, and that looks interesting. I don't think I've got it, so I've added it to my collection. Not very expensive. This one from Blarney Soft. I'm going to shuffle it over in a minute. I have a version of this. He says Casey Jones. It is. I have a version of this, but it's like this. Somebody broke it and then just forced it into the cassette case, and because they hadn't got a thing anymore, so they hadn't got the clamshell. So I really just wanted to get the original with the original train on there. I think I played this one before. It looks pretty good actually though, so I like a bit of train action, so I might play that one on the channel if I haven't already. But yeah, Casey Jones, just because that was like that. By the way, I'm keeping that. I won't get rid of it. I don't do anything silly like that. I always keep these things because it's how I got it first, and I like it. So even if it is a bit broken, I'm not overly fussed by these kind of things. That doesn't worry me. So right, okay. What else do we get? Oh my god, brace yourselves for this. I bought this bundle because it was cheap. It was cheap, and it's because I like some of the covers. Now, some of these are just random ones you get everywhere, and some are because I like the covers. So, this bundle came with, and it's all different things Sholin's Road, the Hit Squad version for the Amstrad CPC. Fantastic arcade game. I really love this arcade game. I don't know if it's any good on the Amstrad CPC. I don't think I've ever played it on it, but I loved it on the Spectrum, to be honest with you, and I loved it on the arcade. The arcade version was fantastic. So I got Sholin's Road. I got 2 Americana ones. One was for the Atari. This will be the XL. That's Ollie's Follies. Looks great. I like the cover. I like the style. I like the colouring. I like the sort of 60s sort of Yellow Submarine-esque sort of styling. We've got this one. It's also the name of my dog, Scooter. I'm kidding. That's what it likes to do on the floor. It's a guy. I assume it's about baseball. Again, I like the sort of styling. It's a bit of a dirty case, but I like the styling of that one. So we got those ones. I know, it's madness, this. It's just crazy. Right, ready for it. Here we go. This one, because I loved the cover. I thought it was really good. This is one of the reasons I bought it. It is Caterpillar Attack for the Dragon 32. And yes, I have got a Dragon 32. Have I ever used it? No, other than to turn it on to make sure it will load. It came on, and it did. So I've got Dragon 32, and that's that. I got that one. I do have the next machine. I do have a BBC and an Electron. I just really like the cover for Ninja, for the BBC and Electron. I really just love it. I just love the cover. It looks really cool. It looks really mean, actually, in that kind of cover. $2.99. It must have been a re-release. I'm assuming from System 3. This one's another Amstrad one. Boulder Dash 4. This is the one with the editing kit in it, so they were all right. I mean, I got that really for that one and that one, plus the other 2 we just saw previously. That was a part of that bundle. Honestly, this bundle was like 15 quid. It was not expensive at all. 15, 20 quid max. This is Dickie's Diamonds. This is for the Commodore 64. Yes, it's the enemy. It's all the enemy. Not anymore. The wars have been waged and it's all been ended. This one's to the BBC because strangely I like cassette 50. I'm just one of the weird people in the world. BBC A and B. This one for the VIC 20. Again, sort of a cover of its time. Congo Kong. It's kind of cool. I kind of like the covers. So we've got those ones, and then we're almost there. Brace yourself. Not much more to go. Not much more to go. We got Twin Kingdom Valley. Pretty good. Spectrum, that one, I think, or is it Commodore? No, C16. C16. More Atari, which was the Attack of the Mutant Camels. I suspect this is Jeff Minter. And it feels like it should be Jeff Minter. If it isn't Jeff Minter, I'll be surprised. It feels like that should be who made that one. Red Scorpion for the Spectrum. Bug Bite. I think it's a re-release, actually, to be honest with you. A little bit of vector graphics going on there. We've got those ones. And then we're almost there. Whew. We've got this one, which is Dork's Dilemma. Which again, I like the cover. It's C16, this one again. So with that one, and this one was the one I kind of liked, really. This is the one that made me kind of laugh in the way it was. It is a Atari game, and it's Joe and the Nuclear Caverns. I just like the way Joe's fell in this, and his legs like melting away while getting attacked by crazy sort of pterodactyls of sorts. Kind of like that. I thought that was kind of cool. But anyway, that's the Atari. I don't even have an Atari, and I just fancied that. It does look cool. Anyway, and then and relax. And then the last one to go before my battery runs out of my camera is this one. This one was never released on the Spectrum. It's been released by Northern Games. Details in the description below. But without further ado, let us get, and I'll discuss it in the video, and let us get this into a tape drive. Okay, the tape is in the drive, so we'll go down to our favourite, which is Basic, and load it. And then we'll start loading. What were we going to load? Hang on, I've forgotten what we're loading. It's been a little while since I did the intro, actually, funnily enough. we're on Micro Mouse. Yeah, we've played this before. It's actually quite nice. I like the graphics on this one. It's got rather, you know, it kind of takes advantage of all of the ZX Spectrum sort of palette and really goes for it from experience. But I wanted to discuss before we sort of got really into this was that Escape from Kashima, which was the game that wasn't released. If you look it up on Spectrum Computing or World of Spectrums, you'll find that there is the tape there, the format for the tape, but it wasn't released generally. But it was lost and then found. So basically, and I think this cover must be the original cover. It has to be the original cover. So it was just, I don't know why it wasn't released by Atlantis. I really don't understand why it wasn't. But anyway, it was a budget title that was going to come out. It is actually a text adventure. I got to be honest, there's nothing more exciting than the fact that it's actually a text adventure. And let's look at our keys. We've got QZ, O squirt, and IMP. Right, okay, we've got that. Right, marauding bugs and make sure they do it. Get rid of them. What we try to do, stop bugs stealing letters and complete the programs and see them run. Letters must be collected from different coloured cages in 4 corners of the screen and placed in the correct position. Okay. Missing letters flash and you must replace them with a letter that is the same as the coloured cage. I have no idea what this is. Micro Mouse Goes Debugging. Is this the same game I'm thinking of? Doesn't sound like it. I think we played a different version of this. But anyway, so that Escape from Kashima was definitely was missing, then found, and then Northern Games, which is in the description below. He had some. So, well, I think they've made up copies. Basically, it's been reprinted. Yeah, it has. Yeah, reprinted and reprinted and the tape's redone as well. So the tape's got a new label on it and reprinted and properly done. So it's quite nice actually. I mean, I'll be honest, that is really nice that they've redone that. I would quite half like to see some other reprints at some point. But anyway, let us go define our keys. Actually, I can define them the way I want them. Select keys: up, down, down. Left, right, and M. That should work. K for keyboard. Right, okay. This is not what I'm thinking. We got a program. Aha! That is programming. It's not what I thought it was, but it's awesome. I like it already. What's the N? The N goes down here. So he's spelling it out. We've got kill data. I don't want to kill the data. We've got an equal sign. Where's the equal sign go? Oh, it goes up there. Oh, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. It's kind of programming in the simplest possible terms. I like it. What a great idea. Micro Mouse debugging. I definitely want this now. I want the original version of it. I want the original case. I wonder what it looked like. I'm pushing my button to squirt, but I'm not squirting on anybody. It's not happening. No, I'm not a squirter. I'm making my own jokes now. I won! I don't know what happened. Oh, it runs the program! It changes the colours across the screen like that. That's kind of cool. So we're making games, or little bits of data. I'm not sure the background thing was programmed into that simple one-line thing. Right, okay, they seem to be a little bit faster than they were previously. That R doesn't go up there, it goes up the top. Oh no! Oh, got past him. That R goes up there. It's the colour of the R, it's the right colour where it goes. Look at that, there we go. So it matches the colours. And we need the A. There we go, we've got the A, number 6. Let's get the 6. Whoa, whoa, whoa! 6, where's the 6 go? 6 goes here. I can't squirt him. That 6 is there. Oh, I've been killed. 2. The 2's up there. 2's up there. Let's go for it. I like this. It's kind of cool. There's definitely a different game. I mean, this is almost educational at the same time as being. Oh. Oh my God! I've got to squirt him because he's got my letter. Oh, do I have to get the kill data? Maybe that's the one.
Ah, there's some squirt. That's him squirted. And he's squirted. Ah, right. Okay, I've got murdered the data. I got him! And we did a little pyramid. Isn't that cool? I rather like that. I used to love writing in BASIC when I was a kid. The one thing I really hated about the Spectrum, and it got sorted later on, was the fact that you had to find the right key on the keyboard. Do you remember doing that? You know, pushing the right button to sort of, you know, I have to press, for instance, J for load and K for list and stuff like that. I rather dislike that. I thought it was kind of rubbish, realistically. But otherwise, yeah, perfect. Where are we? What we got now? We've got no. I don't know where the O goes. Up this way. There it goes. There we go. I got a T on the next. And we got an A. We got an A. Oh, there's another T there. There's an A. A for draw. There we go. We got that one. I like this. It's pretty good. This is not what the game I was thinking it was, because. But also, though, I will note that this was also a game that seems to be loading all of the. Oh, sugar. You know, having using all the palette as well. It seems to be that kind of thing. The X is being taken by one of the bugs. The bug has eaten an X because I got. Oh god. There we go. We got him. And it does a pattern across the screen. That's kind of cool. That's excellent. What a great start. I really want the Micro Mouse debugs. I definitely haven't got this. I'm pretty sure of that. That's the X. Oh my god. I'm stuck in the commands. I'm getting attacked. They're taking all my letters. They're stealing. Ah! There's my T. They've stolen a whole bunch of my letters. There's another one there. I'm gonna have to get. There's loads of them now. These bugs. Yep. E, a beep. O in pink. There we go. 3. Where's the 3 go? 30. Ah. O. I keep on stealing my letters. Oh, gotta shoot them. Gotta shoot them now. There, he's shot. Let's shoot this one. Where is he? If it's the only last one left, it seems. Right, okay. I need to pick up some letters. There's the O there. Where's the O go? 4. Oh, system warning, crashed. I think I've died. That's it. Micro Mouse goes to debugging. That's kind of cool. I like it. What a great start. Let's see what else we got on here. What else we got? So that wasn't actually called Micro Mouse, but I'm pretty sure I don't have that one. Tube Cube is what's next. That's kind of cool. Let's go with Tube Cube. Let's do it. We'll stick on Tube Cube. So, what was I was going to discuss something last week. I mean, I've got obviously the new Evercade games are out, and that's fantastic. It's great news that we've got the Taito collection. I'm pretty sure that we're going to get at least a volume 3 of that. There are so many great games that were created by that company. I mean, that's the thing with the Evercade. They're curated collections of games, so they don't always your favourites. They are a mixture of different games, so you'll have some of your favourites, you'll have ones you're not so keen on, and you'll have ones that are somewhere in the middle. But those ones that you're not keen on, if somebody else thinks they're amazing. It's a bit like Pit Fighter coming up last week on the Super 20p Arcade Challenge. We basically, I don't think anybody likes it. It has not held up well over time. I don't know about you, but Pit Fighter and the way that it grabs sort of characters and throws them, yeah. When you pick up a character to throw, it's just dreadful. It's kind of like, what's going on here? Oh, that was it. That was the load. Sorry, that was the load. The next game was there. Press key for colour to select. Press key. Right, okay. So, right, okay. Shift key's not needed otherwise. Oh, I've got this. I've got this. Press. What am I pressing here to start? Press a colour key to select the face. Oh, colour key. Aha! And then T or R to rotate. Yeah, it's Rubik's Cube, basically. And I am really bad at Rubik's Cubes. I remember when they first came out, and I don't know how old I was, but I remember my grandparents got Rubik's Cubes. Like, lots of Rubik's Cubes, because, like, one isn't enough. But we had lots and lots of Rubik's Cubes. And, you know, you mix them all up. And I know there's a formula to beating these things. But I remember my grandfather spending a great deal of the time removing all the stickers off them and sticking them back down again on the right sides in a way so that we could beat the Rubik's Cube before it became a thing. There was a competition to win it. Do you not remember? There was a competition for that. So yeah, it was. Oh, look at this. I don't know why we're just rotating it here though. For the sake of it, we're just changing around. But yeah, there's a competition at the time, so you could win a big prize, if I remember rightly. I knew it was a basic program for actually finishing the Rubik's Cube. And yeah, my grandfather's approach was literally very much the easiest way possible, which was to take all the stickers off it and stick them back on again. Brilliant idea, easy solution, isn't it, to the problem? You know, to remove them all and put them back on again. I do have Tube Cube. Yeah, I think I've probably played it as much as I just played it then. I don't understand why you'd start with a completed Rubik's Cube and then have to do the Rubik and then mix up the Rubik's Cube in an attempt to undo the Rubik's Cube in the most difficult manner possible with those key instructions, which are just, yeah, and they are more experimental, I guess, than it was something else. This is Escape by New Generation. This comes with a lovely cover, this one. I'll be honest, I love the cover on this one. It's got a little dinosaur on the front of it on the sort of... Does that have the tube train on it or something similar? The Underground or something similar? I feel like it does, but it probably doesn't. I think. But there's a dinosaur in the front of it, good old T-Rex, and that's what's chasing you around. And you have to find the key to get out of each maze, and that's basically the general gist of it. I think there's some digging as well involved, but I'm not entirely sure. Once upon a time, in a distant valley cut out from the civilization as we know it, there was a maze. Explorers who ventured into the depths. Explorers have ventured into its depths, but none have returned to tell what lays within the walls. Now you venture into this distant land to taste its excitement. Taste its excitement. It's exciting. Taste it. You don't want to be too confident but don't be too confident you'll return. Right, difficulty 1. There's the dinosaurs. Look at them all. Hey. Dinosaurs and a mammoth, which obviously wouldn't exist at the same time. So let's not be pedantic about this. Right, there's me, and there's a dinosaur, and I've got to find the key. It's like a bit like Pac-Man in that sense. I don't know where the key is. I have a feeling it looks a bit. Reminds me of is the way he moves. It reminds me of what was it called? Oh no! Reminds me a little bit of. There's something there. Reminds me a little bit of Trash Man. Oh ho! Oh ho ho ho! This thing's chasing me now. Come on over here. You come over here, dinosaur. Godzilla, get over here. I'll go this way now. I'm sure there was something there. It stopped. It said something there. Pick up 0. You now have an axe. Can I kill him? No, I've stayed alive for so many seconds. You appear posthumously, so after death. Level 1. Well, no, I'm going to level 5. I'm going to go madness here. Let's load the dinosaurs. There's an axe at your feet. Yeah, you've got to find... Oh, my God. How am I going to beat that? I'm already dead. That's unbelievable. Let's do it again. Let's do level 2. There'll be 2 dinosaurs for a level 2. I've got to be able to beat 2 dinosaurs. So yeah, you have to run down the corridors. Do you know what though? The graphics are amazing. The little man running as well is quite nice features. Brontosaurus don't chase you like that. I used to be big into to dinosaurs as a kid. And we got it could be an Allosaurus though instead of that. Well, isn't that a joke, isn't it? Where we know what you call dinosaur with no eyes. Do you think he saw us? And I've got dogs barking as well. It probably was a do you think we saw us? I've got to run through here. I like the way it's time based, so it's how long you last in the level rather than anything else. I'm going to go this way. Oh no! Oh my god! I'm running. Not found it yet. Not found the axe. Oh, it's always hidden behind the walls. Wait for it to flash up on the screen. It must be further down here then. It must be down the bottom here somewhere. Nope. Is it here? This is ridiculous. Where's the axe? This is the one thing that's annoying about this game. Is you've got to find the things that are there. But the dinosaurs are cool. The graphics are pretty good. You'd have loved this back in the day as a kid. It's quite, with the exploration that's involved in it. Trying to find your way out. Beating the dinosaurs. I mean, combination dinosaurs and computer games. I mean, it's almost perfect. I'm surprised there aren't more dinosaur computer games, actually. I know there's a few Godzilla games, aren't there? Oh, massive number of them. There we go. I feel like I've been here before. Let's go this way. Must be somewhere over here. Come on. Am I missing it by pure stupidity? Oh, well, there it is. It's under there. Of course it is. Right near the beginning. I've got the axe and I've failed. The axe is to get out. Oh well, let's move on. You can break this one as well. It's mostly a sort of basic program with some clever sort of I guess machine code peeks and pokes. Effectively, that's what a lot of people did. I can't remember who the developer was. There was somebody who said that they developed the game. I can't remember the name of it. You probably remember yourselves, but. There was a developer who basically didn't know how to do any of the sort of machine coding on the Spectrum, so just used peeks and pokes to get into the right sort of parts of memory and things like that. It's very clever, really. Did we miss Invasion? It says Invasion on here. I didn't see Invasion. We're already on to Laser Zone. I think we missed it. We missed it. Got some good stuff though this week. I'll be honest. I did. I got some good stuff. And that Solvite tape, the sort of plain tape. I've never seen one of that before. Never seen it before. I've seen obviously the multi-purpose glue that it was. What was it? Was it wallpaper? It was wallpaper glue, wasn't it? Yeah. Wallpaper adhesive, that's what it is. Instant mix, smooth, extra strong. Yeah. But I never even knew. I bet it was given away as a gift with you probably bought your box of Solvite and or your tube of Solvite, and I bet it was given away with it back in the day when, of course, owning a C90 tape was probably a good thing. Extra special. Yeah. No, maybe. Don't know. There was a lot of stuff like that. They did a lot of things like that. I mean, I've got my Kellogg's Cornflakes, Tony Tiger. I remember getting that. Do you remember the secret books as well? The secret agent books that Tony Tiger did. And my favourite one of all time, probably, and I don't know, I've probably told this story a billion times, but I'm going to tell it again. My favourite story of or thing of all time was that I actually had Laser Zone. Why do I recognise this? It's written by Jeff Minter. Oh, so it's gonna be madness. This. Oh, I know this one. I don't know how the controls work, but I know this one. Yeah, you have to move the things up and down on the side. This is Jeff all over, just crazy, insane. Shoot 'em up, so he loves them. But I remember back in the day, my favourite one was remember Sugar Puffs. I don't think they're called Sugar Puffs anymore. I think they're called Sugar. I don't know, something anyway. But it used to be called Sugar Puffs, and they're Honey Puffs. That's it. Honey Puffs are now they're called. Honey Sugars, Sugar Honeys. Honey Puffs, they're called now, anyway. But they used to be called Sugar Puffs. But basically, it was. I'm looking for the keys now, by the way, for this game. I have no idea. QW, 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 left and right. OK, 0, and X and M. I don't know what this is. This is gonna be terrible keys, I'm sure. Yeah. But I used to get those, obviously. And at one point there was Flash Gordon. Do you remember Flash Gordon on the pictures? Flash Gordon came out. Anyway, I didn't get my cards or stickers inside my sort of Honey Puffs. So these are the days when you put pen to paper. So I put pen to paper and wrote to the Honey Monster and said that I hadn't got my Flash Gordon stuff, and he wrote back with an entirely finished book for me. So he sent me the whole book with everything in it. I don't know what happened to that, by the way. Can you imagine what that's worth nowadays? But a completely finished sticker book for Flash Gordon. Plus he sent me a letter that said, and he signed his name, Honey, because that's his name. We all know his name's Honey. Right, okay, let's see if we can work out how to play this game. Salamander Software, Laser Zone, awesome game written by Jeff Minter, translated by Chris Clark. Why was it translated by Chris? I level, individual. What's M? Oh, individual cooperative. Right, individual. Right, okay. S to start the game. I have no idea how this is going to work. Press fire to load your gun. 0. Do 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 do. Are we losing already? Said Senator QW. Bad luck, Gunner. Yeah, okay. That's shoot. What are the keys? I pushed the key that moved it there. It's here somewhere. Bad luck, Gunner. Yeah, I know. Do 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 do. I don't know what the move is. Gotta catch them all in the crossfire. Oh my god. It looks great, but I can't play it. It said Q and W on the thing, but there's no Q and W is not happening. Oh, hang on. What was that? Is that a move? What happened there? How do I move? How did I move upwards? Yeah, okay, great. Firing's good. P and L. What a terrible combination of keys. Right, okay. I bet I've got the keys now. I've got the keys. P and L is definitely up and down on that. Just not got the left and right yet. Let's wait for this to load up here. Yes. Start game. Start game. Right, okay. I want to play the primary zone. Yes, I do. Yeah, fire. 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 That doesn't move. I moved a moment ago. How did I move? I'm pressing 9 by mistake. It's 9 up. Oh my god, I've found left and right. I found left and right, but they're not keys I would expect to be left and right. Are these... Hang on. I think I've got them. Aha! I've got them. Rubbish that I am, but I've got them. Left and right, up and down. So they're 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. Sorry, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. That's correct. Still not very good at it, but the point is, I now know the keys. So basically, move the top and the bottom one. I like the idea of playing it with a friend, though. Cooperatively sounds brill. Playing it on your own is a little bit more difficult. And me trying to avoid them. Going left and right up and trying to avoid them. I can't shoot the other one. That's really annoying. Once it's against the wall, you can't get to it. Because you can't pop left or right across the screen. Look. Game over. Oh well, we'll move on. That was quick. That was very quick indeed. I'm sorry, I would seem to be flying through it here. I was hoping there would be a little bit longer. There is one, though, that I haven't loaded. That invasion one hasn't loaded. There's some bigger ones on here, though, now. We've got Strontium Dog, Pyromania, and Blood and Guts. Blood and Guts. Yeah, Strontium Dog, of course, is a character from 2000 AD. I'm actually quite surprised that's made it to this 30 games. However, it does seem to be very much a collection that it's Angus Press Software. So I'm assuming Angus Press Software in 1986 approached Bug Bite, Mind Games, Quicksilver, and ASP Software. So I think that's who's been involved in this. They've also got the 1648 Computing, which was the magazine that was which never really appeared where I lived. So it's when I see them, I sometimes grab them because there's very few of them left, realistically. But I sort of grab them. They were a magazine on a tape. It was a novel and nice idea. I quite like that idea. To be fair, I always enjoyed loading magazine tapes anyway, you know, when they came from your Sinclair or your Sinclair user, and sticking them in and loading them up and finding out that Banzai Bear was on there. Was it Banzai? It was Banzai, wasn't it? Banzai Bear was on there in some stupid game, or there was some loader with the pokes on it. I used to load those just to see what was on them, you know. I don't know about you, but, they usually told you roughly what was on them anyway, but I used to load them up to see them because there used to be like almost demos for those programs that were involved as well. So you had like flashing borders that went round it and all kinds of exciting things going on. Sometimes music and sometimes other things. It was really, really good. It was an excellent thing. I'm being waved at. The light has been turned off. I'm sitting in the dark now with my couple of little lamps on. It's been turned into the, reduce the bring down the level. I'll put on my white gloves and throw some shapes. Anyway, yeah. I've never asked how you were this week. Are you okay this week? Yeah? You all good? You're having had a reasonable week? Everything been fine? All the good stuff's happening? I hope so. Anyway, so Strontium Dog was one of those things that came from 2000 AD. And I'll be honest, it was one I quite liked. Wasn't he a bounty hunter? I think that was the general gist, wasn't it? He was a bounty hunter of sorts. I did actually play this on the channel, and I've completely forgotten. I'm utterly rubbish when it comes to remembering stuff sometimes. The other thing I've remembered recently is that I pretty much blame W.H. Smith for my obsession with the colour orange. I kind of like the colour orange. Not into wear or anything like that. I just like things in orange. So when I rebuilt my one of my original rubber keyed Spectrums, and you can get replacement parts from the cases to the keys to the faceplates and all this kind of stuff. Mine's orange because, well, why not? Yeah, here we go. Instructions to Warrior. You are the commander of the armed forces of the Western Alliance, and your task is to repel the invasion. Oh, hang on, this is the invasion one. This is out of sequence. This is invasion, a Western Alliance, mounted by the Reds, the neighbours to the north. Oh right, so we are going. This is NATO versus Russia, I think. You know, so very topical. Didn't realise. And we've got troops, and we've got a map of the West. Our friendly cities, our enemy cities. None of them are held yet. Press enter to continue. Yeah. Coordination of points are given by a letter. Yeah, okay, coordinates are given by letters. You start with 10 units per army and 20 units in reserve. That's fair enough. Sequence. First turn only, and every turn of that, yeah, basically you get the first turn only, get to move, resources are allocated 10 points per city, your moves, your attacks, the enemy attacks, right, okay. Enemy attacks squares next to them, that makes sense. Reds win if they reach the bottom edge of the map, or if they capture all your cities and destroy all your armies. Fair enough. Morale can only be as high as 2, twice as strong and fighting. Right, okay, so high morale. General points. Reds are stupid and always ignore Western armies that get behind them or on their flank. Alright, so do you want instructions again? No. Right, okay. Do you want random cities? Yes. So it's going to do the random cities now. I don't know if I know this game at all, to be honest with you. Do you want random armies? Yes. I want to play on easy. It's a sort of chess game. It's sort of they're coming. So we're the blue. Which army will you give orders to? Enter the number and then move forward. Right. Well, I don't think I want any orders. 0. No more orders. I want to see what the Reds are going to do. Your scouts returning. Excellent. Okay. It's returning. It's returning. He's running all the way back. He's running all the way. They're coming through, sir. Yeah. Okay, where are they coming from? Army 7 wiped out General. General Wood shot at for cowardice. Estimated enemy losses 1. Would you like to give any orders, sir? Yeah? I don't know where they are, though. I've got resources. How many new... how many new units required? 1? Not enough supplies. Right, okay. Oh no, right, okay. So where's the enemy? Let me move 4. General Newman. 3. Do I move up and down with the cursor keys? Yep. I don't see the Red Army though. Can you see the Red Army? I don't get what I'm defending against. It said city at A7 has been attacked. A7. I don't even see an A7 there. 8. 3. I don't know what's going on. You'd expect. I will attack. Which letter? Well, A7. No enemy at A7, sir. Well, where's the enemy? No. Yes. Oh, do you want to quit? Another basic program. I think with a little bit more instruction, that one's actually quite good. I'll be honest, that looks quite interesting. I like it. I like the look of it. I just didn't see any enemy. Did you see any enemy? There seemed to be an enemy there, but there was no enemy that actually seemed to be attacking us. I don't know. Killing. This is Strontium Dog. I love the name Strontium Dog, though. I think it's a great name. The 2000 AD is one of the is a fantastic comic that is really interesting. That I mean, its savior was 505 Games. So if you want to keep 2000 AD alive, apart from buying it, obviously the other answer is to buy 505 Games, because that's who bought it. They bought it, I suspect, just so they could get access to the IP. I mean, who wouldn't want access to Judge Dredd, for instance, or Rogue Trooper, or Strontium Dog? I am just surprised they haven't done more with it. You'd have thought that if you owned the rights to one of the most iconic comic books in the UK, that you would do a little bit more with it. I mean, they're still right. It's still right. It's still running to this day. I feel like I should resubscribe to it, just because it's such a great thing. I mean, my favourite. I mean, I think I've said this before as well in the past. Is that my favourite is actually a Rogue Trooper. I'm looking at the comic right now on the floor. Well, not the floor. It's in the shelf. But I'm looking at it right now. I mean, that's one of my personal favourites. Is Rogue Trooper. I really like that. But did I get to the end of what I was saying? I think W.H. Smith has scarred me with the orange. I'll tell you why it scarred me with the orange, by the way. If I didn't get to it, it's because everything was blooming orange back in the 80s and 90s. Do you not remember? Before they went blue, they changed everything to orange. So that's why everything's orange. So that's why, yeah. And to this day, I'm pretty convinced now that that's the reason why I like orange. Didn't like the brown. Never quite went for the brown, but the orange, yeah, definitely. The W.H. Smith's. Everything was orange and brown. I think that's what probably was what it was, because of course childhood nostalgia of sorts. That was the place that I went and bought new Spectrum games. If it wasn't sort of an off a market stall somewhere, it was where I also went to buy new Spectrum games. I went to W.H. Smith's. That was the place that you went to buy your Spectrum stuff. Poor old W.H. Smith should sponsor this, because at this point, I've talked about W.H. Smith more than any other newsagent stroke book provider of them all. But maybe they're not wrong. Maybe they have sold all the shops in the street, haven't they? That'll be closing shortly, unfortunately. The stuff on the trains and all that'll stay. All the train station stuff, that'll stay. But maybe they just need to hold on just a bit longer, because maybe with the digital wilderness is ending soon. The requirement to own it, what's on the tape on Blu-ray or DVD? What's above those two? Is it 4K or something like that? There's no point in watching it either of those, by the way, because I do it 720p, because we're watching ZX Spectrum games. When people put it in 4K, I'm like, why? Because most people watch it on a mobile phone nowadays. It's absolutely true. You'd be lucky if you find somebody who's actually watching this on a television or something similar. And if you do, thank you, because you're one of the few. But if you're watching a telly or a monitor or a computer, that's pretty uncommon in comparison to the number of people who now watch it on a mobile phone. And I can tell you now, you can't tell the difference really between 720p and something else, unless your mobile phone is, 47-inch. Most massive mobile phone ever. That's the way they're going. It's really weird. I find it very weird that laptops seem to be getting smaller, but mobile phones keep getting bigger. Is it just going to be a point where they merge and they become tablets? That's what's going to happen. They're just going to merge into the one same thing. Just going to have my mobile phone and my computer all at the same time. They did try it at one point. I have a very old tablet that I purchased years ago. It was quite expensive at the time. It was an Asus one, and it was an Asus one with a keyboard. So it had a Dextra battery in the keyboard, and you could unclip the tablet from the keyboard and then clip it back in again. And it was Android, and it was utterly useless. And the reason it was utterly useless, without being rude, the reason it was utterly useless is that nobody uses a keyboard on a thing that's a touchscreen device. Yeah, exactly. Right, okay, what's the keys? Do I have the keys? Do I have them written down? I have no idea whether we've got them written down, but I'm going to have a look in a second. Let's have a look. See what we can see. Keys for Strontium Dog. Strontium Dog. QA, OP, and M. And Electrofire Flare is X. Perfect. Those are my kind of keys. Those are my kind of keys. Right, so the story here is... And Balzac was here. I'm not sure it was the same person. So he's executed. Let the killing begin. And we're basically a bounty hunter hunting down peoples. And I love the graphics for this. I've been strontium dogged. There's my super weapon. Right. But this is one of them where you need a map, all right? I'm not even gonna deny that this needs a map. This needs 100% needs a map. We're hunting down criminals. Oh, sugar! Can't go in the med bay. Medical will not let me in. Right, but we're hunting criminals because we're Strontium Dog, and that's what he does. He hunts them. I always liked Rojaws, though. Do you remember Rojaws? And what was it? Was it Razor something or other? Oh, there he is. He's trying to shoot me. He's got me. Game over. You failed your mission. You have terminated 0 criminals. I'm a bit rubbish. Right, okay, 4. Let's try again. Look at the graphics, though. Fantastic. Fully using the old ZX Spectrum's palette. We love a bit of this. Look at this. Let the killing begin. Absolutely fantastic. No criminal in there. What's this one? There's some criminals. I'm going to kill some criminals. Where are you? I missed him. Did I get him? I've got one. No, that's my death. No, his death. I've got one criminal. I terminated a criminal. There's one left. One died. Oh. I got 2. He's dead. I have terminated his life. He is no longer alive. I've got the criminals. I'm like RoboCop. Oh, sugar, I ran into his bullet. I terminated 2 criminals, though, and gained extra bounty. Look at that. I have been terminated. I kind of like it. I like it a lot. It's good fun. So, yeah, he's bounty hunter, basically. So, special forces bounty hunter from the from 2000 AD. Pymania? Well, one of these. We'll find out in a second. Let me get this loaded. I actually find it quite interesting that they're so sought after, the Pieman stuff. You've ever seen it? The Pieman games. Everybody seems to be quite... Pyromania? Everybody seems very keen on them. I don't think it's the same one by this way. This is from 1648 computing, so this is from the magazine tape. But everybody seems very keen on those pie games. I never got that excited about them, to be honest with you. Just not one of those games that really grabbed me, unfortunately. I always say this about ZX Spectrum games. The hardest part about ZX Spectrum games is there's about 17,000 of them, not including the additional sort of what they call homebrew, but they're not. Sometimes they're mass-produced, so I guess that makes them indie nowadays in comparison. But anyway, all these games that now sort of appear that are around, there are about 17,000 of them. How can you possibly choose? You can't possibly choose. You know, when you say top 10, you can't choose a top 10. I don't even think there's a top 50 games when you've got that many games to choose from. I mean, if we take this in context, You've got, for instance, the PlayStation 2, the original PlayStation 2 there, well, before the PlayStation 1, obviously. PlayStation 2, that was one of the most popular consoles ever, and that literally had about 4,500 games, but nobody's entirely sure of the total number, apparently. I'm not sure how somebody doesn't know the answer to that question, but there seems to be some dispute over the actual total number of them. But 4,500 games, even with 4,500 games, I don't think you can choose top 10 either. You can choose a great set of games, possibly in a specific genre at that time. Same, I think, applies to the spectrum. You could probably say best platformers, best 10 platformers. And Chucky Egg will be in there for me for sure. Definitely Jet Set Willy, maybe even Manic Miner. Those ones would be in there, you know. But you can maybe do top 10 of those, but basically by genre, by shoot 'em up. You know, what would be in there? I mean, well, this is here we go. Here's one would be in my top 10 shoot 'em ups. Zybex, a game that nobody will recognise, or probably very few people have played, and that was on the Zeppelin range of games. And I always liked Zybex. You sort of fly along a level, a very sidearms-esque without the turning round, because sidearms allows you to turn around. Fly along the horizontal level, shooting things as a prisoner, clearing out alien scum. And I loved that game. It was a cheap budget title. I mean, you can put in there Jetpack. That's a fantastic shoot 'em up. It's a really good shoot 'em up. But then there's also Salamander. There's also the Nemesis. They were all good. Even the Spectrum version of R-Type could go into that. There are a lot of really good shoot 'em ups. It's very hard, you know. Best adventures, best action adventures. Then this is where you're into your the Dizzies of the world, and your night times of the world. But are they not a separate genre in their own right? Because the nighttime one required you to sort of pick and choose from a menu. It's a point and click, almost. I don't know. But it's really hard. I mean, if you can name 10 games in the comments below, I'll be very impressed. Your top 10, you could just live with those. I don't think I can. This is probably why I still collect them to this day, because I rather enjoy things. I mean, and there's strategies as well, and there's strategies and management style games. For instance, New Venture is in my top 10 for that sort of thing. There are even the football ones. You know, Football Manager from is it Kevin Toms? He did a few of those. Those ones are great as well. That one I showed you at the beginning there, that Formula 1 one from CRL, fantastic. Driving games. Oh, I've not played this before. This looks cool. I'll do I for instructions in a second, and we've got R for redefined keys. It's another game that really looks like it's going to be good. Let's do I for instructions. Spaceman Fred, while exploring a pyramid. So it's Pyramania, stumbles upon a hidden entrance in the rock. He goes into the dark passageway, and then suddenly a hidden door falls over the entrance. On further exploration, the inscription on the wall, which reads, "To be released from the ancient tomb, you must collect the treasures from all the rooms. Once all are in hand, enter the mummy case, and then make quick your escape back to the entrance gate." Brilliant. You must guide your spaceman Fred through the pyramid, collecting the treasures. I'm not sure whether or not they made that sure that I could actually knew the answer to this, because basically the story is that I need Spaceman Fred to do it. P to pause. Right, I can't choose P. That's good to know. Right, okay. No P to pause. No P key. Right, what's the redefined keys? Left, right, jump. Cool, right, okay. S to start. Here he goes. Oh, look. Oh, my God. He looks like... It's Manic Miner. Oh, my God. I love it. They've even stolen some of the level design here. Look at this. Oh, my God. It's Manic Miner. Oh my God! It is. It's Manic Miner. I can't believe this. Oh, Spaceman Fred is 100% stolen from Matthew Smith. I'm doing really crap here though, because this first room is just horrendous. Okay. I'm alright jumping that far. Right, I'm going to drop down here and fall into the next room. Yay! Yeah, Spaceman Fred is basically Manic Miner. Ah! And I'm about to get in something nasty inserted into me. I've been turned into a mummy. That was mummified. Oh, my initials in there. There we go. Go into my name. Nam. He's got the Nam. What is he doing? Oh, I was doing instructions again. I pressed I by mistake. I like it. It's somebody's cloned the idea of it. It's a bit Jet Set Willy-esque. Stolen the shape of our little man. I managed to get past that first bit though. It's pretty cool, this one. And I want this one now as well. I need this one. I don't think I've ever seen it in any other form. This is where you find out it's only ever on this. That's sort of released on this 30 games. That is very cool. Yeah, come on, hurry up with your text on the bottom of the screen. It's because I pressed the I button by mistake. It's because I've used I as left and right, basically. Or to left, actually. This is cool. You know what I've forgotten, though? I'm busy doing this because I'm running a bit late with it. I usually get these things done a bit faster. I literally, yeah, keys plus shift, and yeah. I'm usually doing these a bit earlier than I am right now, and I'm basically running a bit late. So I've forgotten to make my blooming cup of coffee. That sponsorship's getting further and further away. Alright. Don't die. Ah, blooming hell. Oh, sugar. What? Ah, you can jump and you can fall further. Cool. Let's do that. It's almost the same height as well, he can jump. It is quite funny. I can't even get the one in the first room. Right, I'm going to try and get into another room because I really want to see some other places. We're not Jet Set Willy in this. Look at this, the first couple of rooms. Oh, it's cool. Oh, this is going to be good. That looks like Evil Edna from Will-O-Wisp. That thing there. Oh, how do I get past that? I'm going in here. I'm going to go this way. Yeah, Evil Edna, the television. That's what she was. She was an evil telly. An evil telly. Oh God, I can't get above it. It's very hard, this. I'm going to jump across here. Extremely hard. Oh yeah, that works well. So I've got those. I can't get past that. Right, I'm going to see whether this thing stops in front of me here. I'm going to hope it bounces. Please don't hit me. 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 No, it hit me. I've been mummified. That's horrendous. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's very, very tough, but I like it. I can't spell my name. It's very good, but I don't like. I don't know. I mean, yeah, very tough indeed. Anybody else played that one? That one kind of tickles my fancy in a kind of strange way. I'd rather like to have that one. It's like that Invasion one. That would kind of like that one as well. Pretty cool. let's see what else we've got on here. Last one, I think it is on the tape. Last one for this season. As I say, 2-week break, 100% 2-week break this time round, because very much want to have a 2-week break specifically this time round. We've played this one, Blood and Guts, before. This is Voyage to the Centre of a human being. It's kind of inner space, this game, by the way. That's entirely what it is. No, definitely a 2-week break this time round, because I need to get back. Because I need to entertain Jason. So Jason, if you're watching, that's me saying hi. Yeah, thank you. But for watching for all these years. It's been many years now. But I do need to get back and entertain you and Jason and everybody else. So I need to get back for that. So but I'm good. I need a quick break though to take a weekend off, because I need a weekend off, and one weekend so I can record some other Spectrum games, Amstrad games, Commodore games, PC Engine games, Mega Drive games, SNES games, basically a whole gamut of things. So basically it's a whole weekend of me kind of playing on all my consoles. So I kind of use it as a time to power them up to make sure they all work as well. So I kind of power them all up, make sure they're all still working, they're all functional, and there's no problems, and they come on and they work first time round. So that's entirely what it's for. So it's that. I'll continue to do the ones that are easier to produce, which is the things like the indie games and the what else is it? I always do the 20p Super 20p Arcade Challenge, so they'll still be there. There'll be still other episodes of those shorter things, but we take a pause. I've got loads of stuff. I forgot to say actually during that as well, as part of that whole, or maybe I did at the beginning. I can't remember. But yeah, it's Fantastic Voyage, not Blood and Guts. They changed the name to Blood and Guts because I thought it'd be cooler in the day. But anyway, I've got loads of new tapes from the person who sent me all the other bits and pieces, including those lovely blanks that I've got. So I've got loads of new tapes as well, a whole box full of those. I mean, to be fair, we still. I know it's cutting it close with the round about 22 years worth of episodes that's still to come. But you must bear with me. I mean, I'm collecting a few more every so often. We've probably got a few more months worth of stuff in the last stuff that I've got there. So you might be okay, but it's around about 22 years worth. And then we're scraping the bottom of the barrel. I'm convinced in 22 years' time, it'll still, the Spectrum will still be going strong, of course, because the Spectrum was born, wasn't it, from Retrogames. So it's still there. People are still creating for it. They love it. They still love it. I wonder whether or not the kids of nowadays who are programming things like that, whether they will still play with that kind of stuff. They might do, because it's a weird aesthetic. Somebody one day will look at the Spectrum aesthetic and the colouring and go, that's the kind of thing I want for my game. It's going to look like that. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's the thing about the Spectrum is I always thought it was quite jarring when you looked at other machines. You looked at the Amstrad with its clearer palette, and a much wider arcade colours, and the Spectrum's there with its sort of 7 or 8 colours, and then they're just very, very sort of like, it's green, it's yellow. It's cyan, it's yellow, it's red, it's black, it's a very spectrum of colours, but it's rainbow almost, isn't it? But it's not subtle. However, to be fair, I know a lot of Commodore users out there will hate this comment, but I know they spent a lot of time working on that. Working on that format for the way that they work, or the way it looks, so it's nice and it's all blends and pastel shades. I wish they just turned it up a bit, because it was the 80s. If they turned those up, if they'd notched that up by 100% and made those sharper and louder, I think that we would have, better saturation on them. I know it's a subtle palette, but I think we'd have loved it more. I think we'd have loved it, because we were the neon generation. We were the kids who loved that kind of stuff. Right, okay. So, Spacefire, right, okay, enter. I can redefine the keys, though. That would be more sensible. Okay. Right. Left. Pick up and drop. Swim. Fire. That looks better. S. So this is me inside the human's body. I'm in his throat at the moment. His teeth, sorry. There's his teeth. There's his tongue. I'm in a space. I'm Dennis Quaid. Is it Dennis Quaid? Dennis Quaid, isn't it? I am Dennis Quaid. I am working my way down his throat, avoiding being attacked and avoiding invaders. Yeah, I am Dennis. I've been attacked by his larynx or whatever it is. I don't know, no idea what I've been attacked by, but I'm attacked by something, and I'm hunting the infection. I can't shoot past that. Why can't I shoot past that? 'Cause I'm in the throat. Oh God! I'm in I'm in his lungs. I'm in his lungs. It's 80's lungs. I've been zapped by the lungs. I've been absorbed. Do not be absorbed by the lungs. It's always a bad thing. Get that? I'm in his heart. Oh, it opens up. Shooting some fat cells. That's it. We're getting rid of his coronary. I'm in another lung. I've just been blown up on a lung. Where am I now? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I always liked Into Space. I thought it was quite a cool movie, that one. You know, you like Into Space? Yeah? I did like that movie. It was a good one. Excellent stuff. There we go. Moo. Yeah, I always liked that movie. It was one of those. It was 80s thing, wasn't it? The 80s was a bit like I mean, it's a wild west of computer games for a start off, but it was also a wild west of movies, wasn't it? It was sort of, you know, the 80s heroes. They still ring true to this day. That's the worst part about it. The 80s and 90s possibly as well. Maybe the 70s, if you're talking about sort of Clint Eastwood. I think some of these people just, you know, I can't think of very many modern day equivalents, because most of them are now the people who were action heroes back in the day. I mean, we've got a bit of Statham, of course, haven't we? Got a bit of Jason. We love a bit of Jason. But they're a breed of their own at this point. You know, they're kind of special. But anyway, right, that's it. I'm leaving you now for a couple of weeks. Now, don't get upset. I will be back in 2 whole weeks. I'm going to look at the diary now. I'm going to tell you when I'm going to be back, right? I'm going to look at it right now. I'm clicking on the buttons. So this is the 28th of October, 1995. Yeah, 1995. And 2025. I will be back the 19th of October, all right? That's when I'll be back. So 2 weeks off, 5th and the 12th, and I'll be back the 19th of October with a new season. It'll be season 28, and hopefully, it'll be a fantastic set of tapes and they load first time round. But you know exactly how what's the tape goes. It's one of those things where you know for a fact the first tape I put in the tape deck is literally going to stop and break, and we're going to have our tape errors. Anyway, in the meantime, please feel free to like and subscribe. Show it to some friends if they like retro games, and if they want to listen to somebody pontificate for an hour or so. Anyway, I will see you soon. Bye bye now.